Ned Kelly is set to be granted his dying wish more than 130 years after his execution. The Victorian Government is releasing the outlaw's remains to his relatives. The family wants to honour Kelly's request to be buried with his mother near Glenrowan. But as Guy Stainer reports, it's not that straightforward.
In the rain, they still stop to take photos in Glenrowan. And now comes the news Ned Kelly will finally be allowed a funeral.
It was one of his final wishes that his body be returned to his family so it could be buried in a normal, dignified way. So we're pretty happy that that's happening. It's a shame it's taken 131 years, but anyway, better late than never.
Anthony Griffiths says Kelly descendants are considering a public memorial service.
We're not after it to glorify him at all. Our key thing is to give him a dignified burial.
Mick Kennedy is the great-grandson of Sergeant Michael Kennedy, who was murdered at Stringy Bark Creek.
A man who is a convicted murderer, there are a lot of people out there who've got a great deal of sympathy for him. They want to make him this postcard hero. I think it's outrageous.
In Glenrowan, there are Kelly reminders everywhere you look.
But the government has seen common sense to hand back over Ned's remains to the family. It's the just and right thing to do.
Glenrowan's already enjoying a tourism spike.
Wonderful. Good on him. He was a legend.
The Greta Cemetery is just 13 kilometres from Glenrowan. It's where Ned Kelly's mother is buried in an unmarked grave, and it's favoured as Ned Kelly's burial site. But some fear it would become a target for grave robbers.
They've dug up everything else of Ned Kelly's over the years. They're fanatics, and there's far too many of them.
The family wants a final resting place for Kelly's remains and is considering cremation.
That we're too busy arguing whether he's a good man or a bad man, when in actual fact, the truth of it doesn't matter. It's an historical event.
The Kelly debate will never be dead and buried. Guy Stainer, ABC News, Glenrowan.